welcome back to Everyday Magic with Foster the Meeple. My name is Jamie.
I'm Jeff.
And we are here today to do a little bit of Disney content. We had our Disney shirts on, so we thought, what the heck? We should probably do some Disney content.
I just want to caveat this quickly before we do it. I'm starving.
Jeff is starving right
now.
now.
So hungry.
And this is not going to help.
No,
because the topic for the video today is we are going to be tier ranking everything that we ate at the 2024 Food and Wine Festival.
Are we going to do like the fry flight since we've had it?
Yes, anything that we ate this year, and if it's something that we had last year, we'll rate that as well. Mm-hmm. We go to Disney pretty much every September because almost specifically one of the main reasons is food and wine. Yeah. We love food and wine. It's delicious. All of the food, we try as much as we possibly can. Correct? So that's what we're doing today. We're going to tell you everything that we've eaten and what we think of it. Yep. So for anybody that's not familiar with the tier rating system, it's F means disgusting. Don't get it.
Yeah.
Disgusto barfo. Okay? That's F. Then it's a D.
Why are you writing it?
Because I'm going to forget. Then there's D, C, B, A. Okay. S.
I don't think there's an F.
No F.
Are you sure?
I don't know. So we'll just do this.
Yeah, you had FD.
A, B, C, D, F.
We
don't... Well, no, I skipped E. Yeah, we don't need it.
No, do you realize now? You had A, B, C, D, F?
Yeah, I did that on purpose. Because that's how you score in school.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying, like, that's not what we're doing, though.
That's not what we're doing. Anyways.
We should just do D above.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything that's
we didn't need anything that
Well, there's one thing I can think of, but...
Yeah, but we'll get to that. All right, so we'll do S tier, which is like 10 out of 10
most
delicious.
Things are going to fall in the S to B tier.
Probably. 10 out of 10 delicious. S tier. A is this was really good. It could have been a teensy bit better. B was like, it's good. I'd probably get it again. C is like, I probably wouldn't get this again.
And D is...
disgusting.
Yeah, don't get this.
D for disgusting. Don't get it.
Mm.
Sound good?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just going through the Epcot menu website, knowing all the places that we ate. So this is in the order that we ate them in. But we did go to Mac-a-Teasers, which was in Communicore Hall, because we wanted to try some mac and cheese, because we love mac and cheese. Yep. They had 3 different ones, but we ended up going with truffle macaroni and cheese. Mm-hmm. It was a decent-sized portion. I thought it was bigger because the bowl looked bigger. We probably could have gotten 2. Yes. We definitely could have gotten 2.
Yeah.
My fault, we only got 1. So, Jeff, what are we ranking the truffle macaroni and cheese?
I think I'm a B on the truffle
too.
mac and cheese, and here's why. There was barely any truffle in it. Like, tiny piece of truffle.
It was like
and
it's
earthy. It tastes really good. It's just like there's none of it in it.
Yeah.
And then you're just basically eating a mac and cheese, which
was good.
Is good.
Yes.
It's mac and cheese. But you're selling me truffle mac and cheese. Mm-hmm. I was very surprised that it was like just a single piece of truffle.
Yeah.
And because it doesn't break up. It's a mushroom.
It's like a mushroom.
It doesn't break up.
It's like a little shroom.
Well, it's like a fungi. It doesn't break up properly. So it's like you can't really mix it in with the mac and cheese.
No.
So I don't know. I was just overall a bit disappointed because I thought those 2 things would taste well together, and they did if you got a piece of the truffle.
Yeah.
But anyway.
I think overall, it's mac and cheese. It's gonna be good.
Yeah.
So it's good, but then when you're at Food and Wine Fest, you have so many exciting things to try that I think if you're not an adventurous eater, this would be good. We were between this and the Philly cheesesteak one, but we ended up getting the truffle one. Mm-hmm. So anyways, that is a B tier.
Yeah.
Okay? This is something that we didn't get this year, even though we were planning on getting it this year, because we typically get it every year, but that is the fry flight from the Fry Basket. Now, this comes with truffle parmesan fries, sweet potato casserole fries, and barbecue bacon with smoked aioli fries. This is just like a staple. It is something that I would get every year, but...
You didn't this year.
I didn't this year. And I think that means that I have to put it in the B category.
I think it's A for me.
Yeah? Mm-hmm.
I really like them. I love French fries.
French fries are delicious.
Yeah.
We love French fries, but I think...
But yeah, the fact that we didn't get it this year. But here's the problem. We've had it before.
Yeah.
So, that's always problematic because there's new things we want to try. And then by the time we're This happened multiple times on a recent trip.
Mm-hmm.
We'd be walking in the direction of where the fry flight is, and we're like, oh, we haven't gotten the fry fly yet, and we'd be
But I want to try something new.
Yeah.
And I also do think that, like, it's a lot. Like, it's
you
a
get
lot
a lot
of
of
fries.
food.
And so it kind of fills you up.
So where are we going to put it? I'm okay to sink it down to a B. I don't think it does it justice, but B it is.
I would get it again. Don't get me wrong. So we went to Flavors from Fire, and we got the smoked corned beef with house-made potato chips, cheese curds, pickled onions, beer cheese fondue. So this was a me thing that I really wanted because I love corned beef. I think I would put this at a B.
Oh, no. I'm going to fight you on this one. This is A, teetering on S tier. It was incredible. It's very salty.
It's too
It
salty.
needed something to cut the salt because the corned beef is really salty, and then you got chips and all of these things.
And cheese.
If it had a little bit more like sour cream or something on it, it would be S tier.
It should have had like more like sauerkraut, like something like that. It was way too salty for me though, and like by the end of it, I was like, I can't finish this.
I just I'm trumping you on this. It is A tier, teetering on S. It was incredible.
Do you know what? I'm actually surprised. The beer cheese. I don't like beer cheese, and I'm surprised that you liked it because it had that melty cheese, and you don't like that.
Agreed, but I don't know. The corned beef and chips just worked for me.
Listen, my first few bites, I was like, this is incredible.
Or even like a sweet barbecue sauce on it would have been good.
Some kind of different flavor than salt. Okay, so we also went to the Brewing Lab, and
this is gonna be straight me, isn't it? Did you try
Yes,
them?
but I also had one of the drinks last year, so we'll talk about that. So Jeff got the traditional buffalo wings with celery and ranch, and the peanut butter and jelly sticky wings from here.
Yeah, so I'm gonna put the buffalo wings at like C. They're buffalo wings. They're nothing special. If you like buffalo wings, you will like them. Mm-hmm. The peanut butter and jelly wings, though, are S tier. It's
best of the fest.
Every year we go and they have these, I get them. I don't know how they can do it. They've replicated it is a peanut butter and jelly sandwich with chicken in it. And I know that sounds absolutely ridiculous and gross.
Delicious.
And it's a 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
It's that sweet and savory combination.
It's got crunchy peanuts on it.
It's got crunchy peanuts on it. And you'd think the peanut butter would outweigh the jelly, but you can taste the jelly in it too. Oh my God. I would eat those every day of my life if I could. They're so messy, like disaster level messy.
Yeah.
But man,
I had to go get so many napkins. It was ridiculous.
They're S tier for me. Whoa.
They're S tier for me as well.
And
that's
saying something.
Yeah, I'm not a chicken person. I'm not a wing person, but I love PB&J, so it's like you can't.
Yeah,
they weren't gonna miss. Last year I did get the fried pickle spears with dill ranch, and I would put those in an A because I love pickles and I love fried pickles. Yeah. So if you like that, that's great. And I didn't get it this year, but last year I did get
the drink.
Yeah, the frozen pomegranate raspberry tea. I loved it. Jeff was not a fan, but I love any kind of tea drink, basically. Yeah. So I would put that I'd probably put it at, I didn't get it again this year, so I guess I'll put it at a B.
I thought it was going to be a little bit more fruity than tea. It leans on the tea.
It has the popping bubbles, though.
It leans on the tea side of taste.
Oh, yeah, the best part, the little bubbles that they have, they're orange ice cream. So they're like cold and they taste like dreamsicles, so they're delicious. The China booth, I got the mango peach bubble tea. So this is green tea with mango and peach syrup and white boba. And it was delicious. There's one thing that you need to know about me. I can drink a hot drink like it's nobody's business. The bigger, the better. Cold drinks take me a year to drink, but I drank like this whole thing. You only had a couple sips.
I'm not a boba guy. So judge me now all you want. I don't like boba. I did, if I could get a drink of this, which I got a couple without the boba in it, it was very good.
It was really refreshing.
But I couldn't get a lot of drink without boba in it.
It's refreshing and it's sweet, and I would put this at an A for me. I would definitely get this again. They have a whole bubble tea place there, though, like not part of the festival, so you could try a bunch of different stuff. That's all I got. Last year I did, it says it's new, but I know I had a duck bao bun last year.
You did. I remember
but
eating
it
it.
says it's new.
I remember us sitting there and eating it. They might have changed the sauce or something.
Yeah, but from what I remember eating last year, that was also an A. The problem is the portion size is not worth the money.
Yeah, you get like one bun like
And
that.
it's like teeny. But flavor-wise, it's an A. And then we typically always get, and we didn't get this year, the pan-fried chicken dumplings. And so I would probably put those at a B. I think they're fine. Yeah. They're like good dumplings.
They're chicken dumplings.
Yeah. So we didn't go to the Alps this year, but this is a place that we have gone to the past 2 years, and we have gotten the warm raclette Swiss cheese, kind of like little dish, and it's delicious. It's melted cheese. They literally like scrape it onto the bread.
There's like ham. And
there's ham, pickles, like all of this stuff. And so I would probably give that an A, because what's not to love about bread and cheese and meat?
Yeah, I would agree.
We didn't go to this booth this year because last year we were sorely disappointed. Jeff got the bratwurst on a pretzel roll last year.
This is D. F. D.
F.
So my issue with this is like the sausage is like tiny. Like it is not, when you think of getting a brat, it's not this. It was the size of like a breakfast sausage.
It was like this big.
It was tiny in this massive bun with mustard on it.
I hate mustard.
I don't like mustard either, but I don't mind it enough not to try it.
Right.
It's so disappointing, just from a visual perspective. Like, it's not enough food. You're basically just eating a bun with mustard. There's like no broth on it.
Right.
And I just was expecting it to be like bigger, like a cheddar smoky or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
But it was literally just a breakfast sausage on too much bread.
So next up is Italy. Oh, Italy.
Yeah.
The world's biggest disappointment at Food and Wine, typically.
Every year.
Every year. So this year we did get the Italian-style nachos. It had homemade beef ragu, pasta chips, tomato sauce, dried ricotta cheese. So this essentially is like dried pasta and a beef meat sauce. It had 0% flavor. I was so disappointed.
I was actually shocked that how little it had.
Nothing.
It tasted like eating air.
It
had
insane.
no flavor.
And we didn't even go. It's not like we went on the first day of the festival. So at this point, they should have had it perfected, we would have thought. But they did not. So that is a D.
There's some other people we've seen that have had this and really enjoyed it. And I'm like, how?
Sometimes it just depends on the day.
Yeah, like it almost tasted like it was just oil.
Yeah, it's like they forgot to put any spice in it.
It was like they had no spice in it. And it was just like you were getting tomato juice oil, but it didn't have tomato taste. It was so bizarre.
We also did get the vanilla cheesecake. So it was cheesecake with whipped cream and fresh strawberry.
I'm gonna put it a C. Like,
really? Oh, I thought you really liked it.
I did, but it's like it's just basic.
It was a basic cheesecake.
Like,
it was good though. I'd probably give it a B.
Okay, fair. That's fair.
Yeah. We did not go to Flavors America because, fun fact, all beef hot dogs make Jeff want to die. So no. Japan. So every year at the Japan booth, we get the teriyaki chicken bun. Every year. It is delicious.
It is.
It is not worth the price that you pay for it because it's so little, but I love it so much. So I feel like I have to put it at either an A or an S because we get it literally every year.
I think it's an A.
Yeah.
Because it is expensive.
Yeah.
If it wasn't expensive, I think it'd be S.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think A just because of cost.
Right. And then this year, I also got the Wagyu Tamaki Sushi. This was an S. This is, I think for me, the best thing that I ate at the entire, like, Food and Wine. Not the entire trip.
Okay.
The Halloween party food was definitely the best.
Yeah.
But it was so, the only like downside of this is that it comes as like an open roll. So you kind of almost have to like roll it yourself. And I made such a mess.
It's messy.
Let me tell you. But it was so delicious. The meat was so good. It had spicy mayo on top. Delicious. I would get that every single year if they had it.
I had a bite. It was very good.
We didn't go to Greece this year, but last year we did get the griddled cheese with pistachio and honey. I remember for me, this was I loved it, and you were like,
Yeah.
So
it's just a big thing of cheese.
Yeah, but it's cheese. And it's kind of got like a sweetness to it because of the honey. So probably like a B.
I'm a B on it.
Yeah, we didn't get it again this year, so I probably put it at a B, but I definitely do think it's worth a try if you're interested.
Yep.
So we went to Belgium, and Jeff got the beer braised beef served with smoked Gouda mashed potatoes.
So I'm an S on this, easy.
It was delicious.
So, but here's the thing I want to throw out. It might not be for everyone. I very much like homey style food, like stews and like potatoes and meat and gravy. Like I grew up on that stuff, and that is what this is.
It's extremely comforting.
It's a very good comfort food.
It's like home cooked meal.
And it felt like eating something I would have eaten as a kid.
Yeah.
Like my mom throwing some meat, gravy, vegetables into a pot and you just scooping it up and eating it.
So delicious.
It was S tier for me. I would get that anytime I'm down there. I don't know if you agree, but
I do. I think it was delicious.
It was 10 out of 10.
We did not go to Canada.
Oh,
however,
the refreshment port.
We did go to the refreshment port.
Which is basically
It's in Canada, but it's not the Canada booth. So this is something that if they have it every year, we will be getting it every year. It is the braised beef poutine. We are Canadian. We love poutine. And Jeff ate this twice this year, and I think we had it 3 times last year.
Or more. This is, I have no shame in stating this. It is not traditional poutine.
No.
So for all my
Canadian friends.
Quebecois friends out there, granted, it is not traditional poutine.
No.
However, this is the best poutine I've ever had.
It's so good.
It is beyond S tier.
Yeah.
It is a 15 out of 10.
S plus.
It is so good. The portion size is very, very...
It's huge.
Like,
it's a quick service meal credit.
It's so much food. And it's just, oh my God. It's got these like melty, like goat cheese things on the top.
Boursin cheese.
Oh
garlic.
My God, man.
It's delicious. So for Hawaii, last year, I didn't get it this year, but last year I did get the slow roasted pork slider with sweet and sour dole, pineapple chutney, and spicy mayo. Delicious. I would give this an A. I almost got it again, but I wanted to try something new from the booth. So this year I got the Hawaiian rice bowl, which is Spam, eggs, eel sauce, spicy mayo, and a word I can't pronounce. And this is basically like deconstructed sushi in a bowl, but with Spam. And it was delicious. So I've never had Spam before.
Spam's big in Hawaii.
Spam is big in Hawaii.
Yeah. And I've not had it either.
It was great. It just basically tasted like ham.
Yeah.
I would put this at an S tier. I would get it every single year.
Yep.
Like easily. I would very easily get it. We went to Bramblewood Bites and we got the grilled bison with butternut squash puree, roasted mushrooms, and huckleberry gastrique.
Yeah, this is an A for me. The bison is gamey. So it's a very lean, somewhat gamey. It's not like deer or venison or anything like that, but you can tell it's a bit gamey. There was a lot going on in this plate. Like,
it was tiny also.
And very tiny and not worth the money, in my opinion. It was like a bison, like, Thanksgiving dinner.
Kind of, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, with the butternut squash and what have you.
It was delicious.
It was delicious. I just wouldn't get it again because it's expensive. And
there were 2 teeny pieces of bison.
You get like 2 bites.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also did try it, and I also thought it was delicious. I would also put it at an A. So that's everything that we ate at Food and Wine Fest. We tried to eat as much as we possibly can. We went to Epcot so much, but as Canadians, it is difficult for us to be in that kind of heat and still be hungry. Yeah. So that's about as much as we could
Florida
handle.
heat has a really interesting way of sabotaging your appetite.
So true. But what we did do is we did go to Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, and we just want to shout out the food that we ate there was the best food that we had on our entire trip. We did go to Le Cellier, so obviously Le Cellier stands out among all of that. But
what was it? Friar's Nook? Is that where we ate?
Yes. So we went to Friar's Nook, and we got the bowl of bones, which is piggy wings.
Yeah, it was pork ribs, basically.
Yeah, and
they
it was
were
in like a
small bite pork ribs.
They're in like a root beer or Coca-Cola like kind of sauce. I don't understand why people eat chicken wings when they could eat this. It was so good.
They were just like spare ribs, kind of.
Oh my God, 10 out of 10.
Yeah, S tier.
I could eat that.
That
every
entire meal was S tier. We got those. We got the
spicy pork spring rolls.
Spicy pork spring rolls, and we got the s'mores cup.
Mousse cup.
and it was incredible. And your dessert was
I got the chocolate caramel like tart thing, and this was from the Outpost place, not from Friar's Nook. The entire thing that we ate, it was the best. We were like sitting there, and I'm not one to overstuff myself. And I was like, I'm just going to keep eating this because it was so delicious. So if you go to Not So Scary, you should definitely eat there.
We're probably going to do a video about like park specific food at some point. So I won't like say anything about that. But like this meal for all of like including food and wine, it was the best by far outside of Le Cellier, which is like a fine dining experience.
And outside of Chef Art's Homecoming.
Yeah. This was the best like in park meal we had by far.
It was pure trash and it was delicious.
It was so good.
So those are our thoughts and our ratings of everything that we ate at the Food and Wine Festival. If you have gone or if you're planning on going, we'd love to know what is your favorite thing to get there, what you're most excited to try. We won't be back again until next September, but we do plan on doing lots more Disney videos because Disney is life and stuff, you know what I mean? They're everywhere, Disney characters. But that's everything that we have for today. We got to go get Jeffy some food after talking about all of that delicious food.
Correct.
Thank you all so much for watching. If you like what you see,
please subscribe.
We hope to see you again soon. And now we say goodbye. Goodbye.
Later days.
Is everything recording? It is.
Well, Google it.
Oh, yeah. Good idea, Jeff.
This is where
I needed to click show more. That was the problem. Okay. Not writing home about it. You know what I mean? How good would that be?
Yeah.
Jeff is starving.